Hey, Metaverse, hands down, got to be the hottest subject in the crypto space. But are you having a hard time figuring out where you should put your investment, which blockchain, which project? Have no fear. I'm going to give you my top 5 Metaverse projects and blockchains. Let's go. Hey, you know who it is, man. It's your boy WallStShooter, and I'm checking in for the gang, and I got a banger today. I'm telling you, Metaverse. I'm giving you my top 5 picks. Yeah, top 5 picks. You should do your own research on and see if it fits your portfolio or your standards. You dig? Before we get into all that, I want to let you guys know, friendly reminder, I am not a financial advisor. This video should be used for educational, entertainment purpose. I'm just letting you guys know what's in my portfolio so you can jumpstart your research and see if it fits in your portfolio. You dig? All right, cool. The metaverse, man, one of the hottest sectors in cryptocurrency to date. We got big players putting money into the metaverse. We got retail investors pumping money into the metaverse. Before we get into the information and the truth and the facts behind it, I want to give you some buzzwords, right? It's very important that you lock in on these buzzwords. First buzzwords is Web 3.0. Okay, pause the video, think about it. Web 3.0, that's your first buzzword. Your next buzzword is ownership. You're going to hear me talk about those two buzzwords throughout this video, and it's very important. When you think of metaverse, I want you to think of Web 3.0. I know people are out there, nobody cares about the metaverse, nobody's playing games, forget NFTs, blah, 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 blah. Before we get into metaverse real quick, I want you to understand that Web 3.0 is the parent. Metaverse, NFTs, crypto, blockchain, those are the children. Web 3.0 is the next generation of the internet that will provide ownership to its creators and users. Okay. All right, let's get into it, man. I'm going to make videos explaining about Web 3.0. I just want you guys to understand the metaverse falls underneath Web 3.0, and it's a lot bigger than just online gaming. Okay. Got that out the way. Let's look at some info, man. First thing first, where do you start for your research? How do you find these metaverse tokens, right? I'm giving you my top 5, but how do you look at the rest of them? First thing first, man, coin market cap. See the link up here? You got it? Coin market cap, bookmark that, say that. You're at the home page. You come down here, you have cryptocurrencies, categories, DeFi, NFTs, metaverse. Click on metaverse, and it's going to give you the top metaverse tokens by market cap. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the best in the metaverse space. They're giving you the top metaverse tokens by market cap. Now this can change, obviously, right? As you can see, 𝐸_coin is sitting at the top at 1.4 billion, ICP 1.3, Decentraland and Sandbox, pretty sure you guys are familiar, so on and so on. So this is where you can start with your research, is coming to coin market cap and categorizing via metaverse, right? So this will give you an idea of what players are in the metaverse, right? Now, again, going back into it, people telling you, oh, there's no money in the metaverse, da 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 da, it's not gonna be that big, da da da. Let me put some facts behind it, right? Let me put some facts behind it. Morgan Stanley, one of the biggest banks on the East Coast, predicting that they see the metaverse at $8 trillion market in China alone. They're talking about China alone. Now, you can take this with a grain of salt, and these next couple of articles take it as a grain of salt, right? These are a bunch of analysts. They're doing their analysis on the background, et cetera, et cetera. But something to think about. If they think it's 8 trillion in China alone and not covering the other countries, et cetera, something to look at. Follow the money. I always tell you guys, follow the money. JP Morgan bets metaverse is a 1 trillion yearly opportunity as it becomes the first bank to open a virtual world. Now, if you looked at my previous videos, we kind of talked about JP Morgan opening up their virtual bank last year. Something to think about. 1 trillion yearly. Goldman Sachs, another big bank. Metaverse is an $8 trillion opportunity. Listen, I'm just giving it to you, the information. Major banks, institutional money believe that the metaverse is going to be big. When? We're not too sure. Some people talk about 2030. That's right around the time when the next bull cycle after this one coming up. Citibank says Metaverse econ could be worth 13 trillion by 2030. Sheesh. It's a lot of money, y'all. It's a lot of money. Bank reportedly on Thursday, and this is not a Thursday of like today. I don't think this article came out in April. Yeah, back in Thursday, that the metaverse represents a potential of 8 trillion to 13 trillion opportunity by 2030 that can boost as many 5 billion users. Now, remember, within the crypto realm, it's about 4 to 5% people actually invested into the crypto market right now. They believe that once the metaverse groundwork and starts to launch, and these bigger companies, which we'll talk about, start laying the foundation and start deploying their products, that it's going to drive more users into the actual crypto space. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Speaking of major companies, right? Who are the top players in the metaverse, right? Let's look at some of the top players. You got Google deploying over $40 million in private equity to fund their metaverse projects and partner with different developers in Taiwan and Foxconn, et cetera, et cetera. Meta, also used to be known as what? Facebook. They spent top dollar just changing their name to Meta because they wanted to be the first to coin and pretty much cloud chase off of it. But they're launched their meta world already. Now, you know, Facebook/Meta platforms owns a lot. They own IG, Facebook, WhatsApp, and they also bought the Quest headset goggles, right? So they're deploying their next generation of that. I personally have their second generation. I've hung out with my friends in the metaverse. We've had meetings. You can do so much in there and just not just play games. I sat courtside in an NBA game last year because they have a camera that's set up in some of these games. Man, it's insane. If you haven't tried it before, at least try it. Find somebody, maybe somebody that you know that has it. I wouldn't go out and just spend top dollar on it. Definitely test it if you're able to. Microsoft, $70 billion deal, the biggest ever, will allow their company to develop Microsoft-backed games and software within the metaverse. They putting $70 billion on it. Binance, we already know Binance, the number one exchange, crypto exchange. They're immersed into NFTs, which is going to be bridging with metaverse. Epic Games, the Central Land, the Sandbox. Come on, these names are so familiar. Snapchat, Roblox, Apple's coming out with their own AR headset as well. Unity Technology, one of the biggest virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, extended reality, just reality on reality gaming company. NVIDIA, Adidas already dropped NFT collection via the metaverse. Nike as well. One thing I want to point out, Amazon, Tuesday, again, this article's from April. AWS Cloud Quest, an online role-playing game that aims to help people build cloud computing skills. Remember, when those people say that no one wants to play games in the metaverse, well, there's going to be opportunities to learn in the metaverse as well, too. CVS opened up their first metaverse pharmacy as well, too. There's a lot of different opportunities. You have to open your mind up to this and not just look at it for what it's worth. It'd be like, oh, it's virtual reality video games. It's bigger than that. You got to tap in. Don't worry. I got y'all. More videos to come. Real quick, let's jump into it. So, have you guys ever heard of the movie called Ready Player One by Steven Spielberg? This is 2018 classic movie. If you're not familiar with what the metaverse is, I highly suggest go back and check this movie out. Give it a quick look. So basically what it is that the creator of this virtual reality world called Odyssey dies, right? And he leaves some Easter eggs out and like sends everyone on this wild goose chase. And if you find it, not only do you get the fortune, but you also get the keys to this virtual reality world, right? So I'll just leave it at that. But just quick clip, and I don't want to play a little bit as you got the main character putting on his headset, his VR headset, transforming himself into this metaverse or VR world, right? You can kind of see that here. Put the goggles on, boom, he's in there, right? So Steven Spielberg back in 2018 had the vision already. Something to think about, man. Listen, I'm not saying, but a lot of these movies forecast a lot of things what to come. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get into it, man. If you hung out with me this long, man, I'm giving you that fire information or whatnot, and you feeling it, go ahead and drop me a like right now. go ahead and copy that link and get it ready to share, and click the notification bell if you're rocking with me. Let's get into the top 5 metaverse plays, in my opinion, and what I'm holding in my portfolio today. And I'm loading the bags up in this bear market. All right, so I got some notes here, found a nice little article. I'm gonna let you give an opportunity for you guys to pause, and if you want to read through it, I'm gonna sum through it. At one point, I will be making individual videos explaining each of these plays, but I don't want to waste much more time. All right. First one on the list is Decentraland. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with Decentraland. They are the first largest metaverse virtual land selling cryptocurrency blockchain that's been built off Ethereum. They were the first one to come out back in 2020, and their specialty, or I guess their focus, is definitely on virtual real estate. Now, has any of you, and let me know in the comments, bought any land, virtual land? It was hot. Right on at the tip of the bull run, everybody was buying up this land. It was going crazy. People was paying like 10,000, even $100,000 for virtual real estate. Have any of you guys bought any? Let me know in the comments. So that's their play. They're big on just overall just land, right? Monetizing, giving the opportunity to monetize their lands, advertising, interactive games and features, and so on, right? Decentraland, ticker symbol is Mana. The next one on the list, number 2, is Sandbox. Sandbox is the second most popular metaverse cryptocurrency. Now, Decentraland and Sandbox are running neck to neck as far as tier 1, where they're both tier 1, 1A or 1B, right? It kind of feels like Bitcoin and XRP back in 2014, and currently Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? They're trying to jostling for Meta King, right? So, and I'm not saying that it's going to be them two. It could be somebody within this list that could sleep up and take over the reins. We don't know. But from the bull run of last year, these two would definitely lead the charge when it comes to market cap and price action. Sandbox, Ethereum blockchain build as well. Just like the Decentraland virtual environment, they have a DAO architecture as well too. Their biggest play is definitely virtual real estate. As of recent, they shifted from Ethereum Direct to Polygon layer 2 solution. If you watch my previous video about Polygon being the king of layer 2s, it'll make sense why they went that route. But if you didn't, I highly suggest you go check that video out, kind of break down Polygon. So that's Sand. Big fan. I own Sand. I've been owning Sand for quite some time now. I've been buying more Sand in the bear market. The Decentraland and Sand are my 2 favorites for sure. Actually, they're all my favorites, but those were my ones that kind of burst my cherry to get into the metaverse. Axie Infinity. I'm tripping. I wanted to kind of show you some videos or the actual websites as well too, so you can have those. So go ahead and pause the video. Make sure you bookmark that's Sand. And here's the Decentraland, as you can see. Incredible graphics, man. Check out their partnerships. And again, I'll be doing breakdowns of these individually. Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is another, it has like this World of Warcraft meets creature vibe to it. If you haven't heard of it, it's definitely one of the most popular ones. Up over 200% from last year. Worth a look for your portfolio as well too. My next one on the list is definitely Gala. I like Gala a lot. The reason why I like Gala, because they're not just focusing on gaming. They also have 2 other focus areas, Gala Music and Gala Films. They also have Gala Nodes. All 4 is tied up into one price of Gala, which is fairly cheap at the time. So you're getting four ventures for the price of 1. But we worried about the gaming portions. Here's their website, games.gala. Like I said, you're not only getting Gala games, you're getting Gala Music, which they're trying to be like iTunes / Spotify. And then you're also getting Gala Films, which they're trying to be a place for creators to create and put out in a sense of like HBO Max, Netflix, and YouTube. So definitely want to look into Gala. The next one on my list is Enjin coin, another ERC20 based Ethereum blockchain coin. Key thing about them is that they are for the creator in the sense of NFTs. They have their own NFT marketplace. They also allow players and developers to exchange things in the market exchange, meaning like items like accessory, clothing, etc., without paying any fees. So something that kind of popped into my head is that for our clothing designers, this might be something you want to think about where, and I don't know if it's true or not yet, but you can definitely do your research and see if you're a clothing designer and you can be able to get your clothing on a digital asset and be able to put it on digital avatars. Something to think about. Something to think about. Here's their website, Enjin.io. Go ahead and bookmark that, right? The next two, and I know that's 5, and I said I was going to use 5, but if you're rocking with me this long, I want to give you 2 bonus ones that I'm super excited about. Super excited about. The first one is Metahero. Ticker symbol is Hero. Now, Metahero is driving to put out this 3D scanning. 3D scanning is kind of like if you ever seen Ready Player One. You can actually 3D scan yourself, your actual self, and put yourself into or immerse yourself into the actual metaverse or in the virtual reality world. Sounds insane, but they have the technology already in place. As you can see here on their metahero.io website, they're doing NFTs, VR, AR, everything. They're fairly new. It's still early. Again, something you want to think about. Not only do they have Metahero, they also have Everdome, which is the same company working together. Definitely check out both of them. Metahero, something to think about moving forward. They have this, check this out real quick. This is their scans, right? Sick. Anyways, I don't want to show too much because I don't want to get monetized. The next one on my list is a Solana-based blockchain, and it is Star Atlas. Now, Star Atlas has this Avatar meets Star Trek meets AR, VR experience. I mean, when I'm telling you, it looks awesome. Like, I'm about to nerd out, but I don't want to show that side of me just yet. Let me start this clip over. Tell me that on little Avatar, man. When people tell you blockchain gaming is not going to be as better as next gen, it's crazy. You talking about NVIDIA and AMD working to be king of the GPU and hardware space.
It came from past the outer ring.
Incredible developers who are going to be able to own ownership. There's that buzzword, ownership. You're going to be able to immerse yourself and move different accessories from one game to another without breathing out and buying skins. It's like buying Fortnite skins and you want to play Call of Duty, and they're both on the same blockchain or similar blockchains. Now you can move those skins over. You don't have to continue to
This is going to change everything.
Right? Ownership, people. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Yeah. Star Atlas, Solana base blockchain, Metaverse gaming. It looks freaking incredible.
They found out we have the map.
Sick.
They're gonna kill us for
Definitely
it.
look at. I've been trying to get monetized.
That's the case.
But
There's only one thing we can do.
yeah, definitely take a look at that. They're partnered up with some of the big dogs out there. As you can see, I'm talking about them a lot. Solana, FTX, Serum, other partnerships as well too. Definitely look at Star Atlas, man. Be early into the game. At the end of the day, y'all, it's about being early into the game. It's about educating yourself during these bear markets. This is where you can actually strive and become a better investor, is during these times of pullback. When the market reverses and takes off, I'm not saying you're late, but it's definitely difficult trying to do research and get understanding, right? This is where you do your research, your in-depth research. You find yourself a team. Y'all sit down and break off in different areas. Hey, you go look at Solana stuff. Hey, you go look at BNB. Hey, you go look at Ethereum. Sit down, gather those ideas and figure out, hey, maybe we want to put each in $1,000 and put towards this, stuff like that, man. You have to take investment as a job in a sense, because it's not just waiting for somebody to call you and be like, hey, you hear about SHIB or Doge? Hey, you need to jump in, right? It's more so I'm already in the know. I already have a game plan. I have my top 5 that I want to put X amount of dollars in. And so therefore you're prepared and not just FOMOing in when somebody give you a call or you see something on Twitter or IG, et cetera, right? We got to be smart. We got to practice good habits. We got a game plan, right? NFL season, basketball, all those teams game plan before they play the game. We need to take the same types of tactics and do the same thing when we're investing. Just don't be out here freebasing, man. Just going out here throwing your money and random stuff that because people are talking about it. Have a game plan. Understand what you're looking at. Do your research. That's basically what I'm saying. All right, man. I've been holding y'all, man, enough. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for rocking. Drop me a like. If you're new to crypto and looking on where to get started, I dropped the ebook called How to Crypto. It's in the bio. Click the link. You get the ebook and a video guide where I break down each chapter, show you the websites, kind of like what I did here, and just give you a little bit more flavor behind the ebook. And you get that MP3 so you can listen to it in your car as well too. It's one price, it's lifetime, and it's a live ebook, meaning when I update it, I emailed the updated version to you guys, so you don't have to go repurchase it. So yeah, same thing if I do the video. If I update the video, I'll just send that out to you guys for free. So basically, I'm saying if you get it now, any type of updates, you good, you solid. So yeah, man, it's your boy Wall Street, man. I appreciate y'all for show. Again, this is not financial advice. Love.